you got to get your email in the box, right? And there are a lot of stuff that can kind of keep you from getting there. Whenever you can, it might seem a little tacky. How many of you all feel a little sheepish about asking people to whitelist you? Well, don't, right? And I'll tell you, I have not done enough of that myself, but you shouldn't. Once again, if people are not uncomfortable with that, if you ask them, and it might feel a little tacky, but you have to ask. Otherwise, you just will end up being in a promotions tab when you don't have to be. So again, if you don't ask, it will not be on people's minds to do that. In general, people want to get your email. Yeah, they'll make sure they get it in their box, but it's not a bad thing for you to ask to do that. Of course, what we got to do is we got to establish trust. Right, we've got to get people looking forward to what we have. That really is the holy grail of email marketing. When you have someone that is really looking forward to what you have, and so we've got to make sure that yes, we need to promote in those emails. Frankly, I think you should be doing some kind of promotion every day. But regardless of that, there should be something in your email for your client every day. Every day there should be something in there for them. Right, every day. And what happens is the more people open up those emails, the less that you're going to end up, at least for that box. Let's say it's for Yahoo or Gmail. You're going to see a higher percentage of your emails making it into delivery when you can get people to open them. So really part of the key is going to be over time, right, getting people to open the email. So if right now you have, let's say you've got 200 people, you need to try to get as many of those people as you can to open your emails, right? You want to be in the habit of doing what is necessary. Now, I've heard some tricks. I think there's a book by Ryan Levesque. It's called Ask. How many of you all read that book? How many of you all have read the book Ask? If you've read the book Ask by Ryan Levesque, put the number 4 in the question box. He has a number of subject lines that you can use that when you're not getting people to open your email, and what you want to do is you want to kind of warm them up again. You can use some of the tools that he has in that book where I think one is, do you hate me, or something like that. It's kind of funny, but what it does is it kind of gets people kind of thinking about, opening your email. So again, you and I, we've got to get people to kind of get them open. And if you've had, let's say, an email marketing list and you have not been emailing, then you're probably going to have to get that book Ask. And you're probably going to have to do some of the stuff he's talking about in there just to kind of get them. It's called a re-engagement campaign, right? It's called a re-engagement. So you're going to have to kind of get a re-engagement campaign going to get people opening your emails again. Right now, I say get a place. You're going to be more likely to get inbox if you're sending people to your domain than if you direct link to an affiliate offer. Now, again, I know that there's nothing wrong direct linking to an affiliate offer. I've heard, and I talked about this last week, there is evidence that Gmail can scan beneath your link cloaker and put you in promotions tab, or worse, put you in spam. So don't think that just because you have this, this link cloaker and affiliate link and all this other stuff, that these machine learning tools cannot see beneath it. They can, right? What I would do if you have time, you're not going to always have time to do this, especially if you're doing an affiliate promotion, do a brief video on your own page, bring people to your page. So just get people in the habit of coming to your page and your domain. And if you do that over time, if that's just the way you're going to do it, then the people that kind of come on with you, they'll grow to understand that. Will you leave some sales on the table? I imagine you will. But will you get more and more of your emails open because they're going to get into the box more? Yes. I can tell you that for certain. We talked about this last week, and this is more along the lines of affiliate marketing when you can use 3D images on your landing pages, and then pretty is not going to be necessary. The most important thing that I really want to kind of tell you with respect to email marketing is, if you can, use a landing page. Even if what you're doing is you're sending people to, especially now, if you let's say you've got a new domain brand new domain. That domain doesn't have any trust. I would almost send people to a landing page and then send them on to that domain rather than because I want to get people opening the email. If I can get them to the page, I can do something on the page if I want to kind of create some value on that page. But if you never get the email open, you don't have a shot at all. So I tend to err to the side of trying to help people to at least open the email and get it into their box. And you're going to get more of your email into the box when you're using a website over and above a JVZoo link, a Warrior Plus link, a Zaxa link, a ClickBank link, some kind of affiliate link that everybody and their mother is emailing. Right now, when you get to the landing page, what's important is brevity. Right? Shouldn't be, if you're going to do a review video, make it a minute. Right? So again, now because you're bringing people to a landing page, and because I know you don't have to, and because, they probably, will kind of feel a little bit like, man, this is taking up my time. Don't be long. Right? So don't put a lot of stuff on there. Be brief, be fast, and get them moving on to the page where you really want them to. Okay, so you got to get people to open the emails. So really, this really does come back down to your subject lines do have to be, they've got to be good, but at some point, what you're trying to do over time is develop trust. There's going to be something of value that if I don't open your email, I'm going to miss something. Right, there needs to be either that kind of fear of loss, or at least the expectation that if they open your email, they're going to get something because they got something the other day or they got something yesterday. Right, so something of value for them has to be in there. Try using a regular time every day. Right, I mean, that's hard to do. I'll tell you, I'm the first one to tell you that. It's hard to do. If you want to try to be at 9 a.m. every day because some of the promotions go at 9 a.m., try to do that. Try to do a regular promotion every month and then do some links that are recognizable. Now, again, subject lines are good, right? But you got to test those subject lines before you send them, because if it's a great subject line, it can often send you to promotions, right? Anything that you think is really catchy, and boy, that'll really get them. More than likely, you could be using some words that, again, a machine will look at it, and machine will say, you know what? I've seen 10,000 other emails like that. I've seen 10,000 subject lines like that. That's a promotion. I'm putting that person in promotion tab. Does that make sense to you? Now I'm giving Gmail a personality, but I think you understand what I mean. So if you get what I'm saying, put the number 5 in the question box. You get what I'm saying. Okay, so again, you're gonna put that subject line in there, and you think it's awesome. What I'm gonna tell you is be careful and test out that subject line by sending it to Gmail first, send it to Yahoo first, see where it goes. If it goes to spam and it goes to promotions, then it doesn't matter how cool it is. A lot of people aren't going to see it. Brian says, should the subject line be just 1 or 2 words? You got to test it, Brian. Because I honestly think, and I don't want to make too big a deal of, machine learning, but I do know that it almost, I think it's beginning to understand, people sending the email. I'm beginning to believe that. And so you could send an email that I can't send, and I could send an email maybe you can't send. So I don't think that it is a case where 1 or 2 words will always work. You have to test every email that you're going to send out. You got to be able to see how they hit that box and how it treats it. That is what I think. Always talk about what's coming up, and what's coming up next in your emails. The goal of your daily newsletter is to get to the point where if somebody doesn't hear from you, that they miss hearing from you. Right? Now that's a hard thing to do. I know that, but that should be a goal of ours. Right? That if we're gonna be involved in information marketers, and email is still going to be the primary source that we're going to be using to communicate with people, then the goal we've got to get to, quite honestly, has got to be that if somebody doesn't get our email, they miss us. And that's a lot to say because you know how noisy, again, life is. the question is going to be, can you be that kind of authority in the marketplace, right? So what do I have to do to be that kind of authority in the marketplace? We talked last week, that if you're going to do promotion, just kind of be real about the promotion. Make sure that it's fitting into what you're talking about every day. We talked about that before. When is possible pre-sale, right? Pre-sale. So that means before something comes up, remind people that it's coming up the next day. Remind people it's going to come up in a week. Remind people it's going to be coming up in a month. Jeff Walker, I think, who did Product Launch Formula, says that whenever you figure out something is coming, tell people about it, right? So you think 6 months down the line, I'm going to be doing this virtual summit. So you should be telling people about it. That when you might say, well, they'll never remember that. That's not even the point. What you have to do, quite honestly, is you have to try to get people. Again, we're trying to fix something tangible in our minds, right? That question goes back to that question Eileen asked. What can we talk about that's tangible? Well, maybe there's something that's coming up in a month or two that you just thought about doing, and you put it on the calendar and you talked about it. Hey, I'm going to be doing this in April. Right? Put it on people's minds so that, it'll be kind of in there and stuck in there, right? So they form a picture in their minds. When you're pre-selling, talk about benefits, right? You have to visualize the benefit before they do. And that's kind of the key, right? And I'm not trying to get, hocus pocus on you or airy fairy, but, you have to visualize it, right? So if you can see it, right? If you can see something tangible, then you can talk about something tangible. Oh yeah, Brian's asking if I got my water heater fixed. Yeah, I actually did. I did get my water heater fixed. Oh man. Okay. Paint a tangible picture of what life will be like once they make the purchase, right? So what's life going to be like? What are they going to look like? And this does go back to Eileen's question, which is, what does life tangible look like? So if you're working with senior citizens, right? Now I just pick senior citizens, but what would life be like if they bought your product and they maximized it? What would life be like for them? What picture can you paint for them? What we're trying to do really is we're trying. Lee says, "Yay!" We're trying to take people someplace else to become someone else. Right. And you need to be yourself. But what we're trying to do in our emails, right, over time. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to do this every day, but you're really trying to help people to get better and to become that other person that they want to become, that ideal person. You're trying to take them someplace else and let them become that other person over time. And what you want to do is you want to be the help to them in order to get there.